300 million years ago, in waters warmer than today's ocean, you aren't even born yet, but you already have enemies, your own siblings. In your world, family dinner starts before birth, and you're on the menu. Right now, you're pressed against a fold in your mother's body, watching your bigger brother tear into another sibling. He's already eaten 2 others, and from the look in his eyes, he's still hungry. Your heart stops as he turns toward your hiding spot. He charges at you, and you know you're about to become his next snack. But just as his jaws are about to close around you, whoosh, your mother pushes you out into the open ocean. For a split second, you feel relief, until you hear another whoosh behind you. Oh no, your murderous brother just got birthed too. You spin around, expecting him to charge at you, but something's different. He looks just as scared as you are. Both of you stare in awe at your mother, her entire body covered in thick armor plates like a swimming tank. Meanwhile, you're about as threatening as a blob of jelly, your soft body completely defenseless. Before either of you can process your vulnerability, your mother disappears into the dark water. No goodbye, no defense tips, not even a try not to get eaten. Great. You're alone in the open ocean with your cannibalistic brother. A shadow passes overhead, and both of you dart for the same hiding spot. Turns out nothing brings siblings together quite like the threat of being eaten by something bigger. The dark shadow passes, but neither of you move. After what feels like forever, you peek out from your hiding spot. Your brother does the same, and for a moment you just stare at each other. Funny how quickly someone goes from "I'm going to eat you" to "please don't leave me alone" when they're scared. But there's no time for a family reunion. Your stomach is already reminding you that you haven't eaten since, well, ever. You drift away from your brother, both of you too hungry to care about each other anymore. That's when you spot it, a small turtle floating lazily near the surface. Perfect first target. You charge forward, mouth open for the kill, but the turtle's been playing this game longer than you. One flip of its fins and it dives down faster than you can follow. What happens next is just embarrassing. Your mouth opens so fast it creates some kind of underwater vacuum cleaner effect. Instead of turtle soup, you get a mouthful of sand and what might be a dead jellyfish. Pfft. You spit everything out, coughing up grit and trying not to die of shame. But wait, that suction thing. Maybe it's not a design flaw after all. Your specialized jaw joints are creating one of nature's first vacuum cleaners, turning your armored head into a prehistoric Hoover. You spot a smaller fish nearby. This time, you try something different. Instead of charging in like a maniac, you drift closer slowly. When you're just close enough, you open your mouth and, slurp, the fish gets sucked right in like it's being pulled by an invisible string. First meal, success. Sure, it's not as impressive as the prey your parents hunt, but hey, you're learning. 3 days pass as you hide near the surface, catching whatever small prey you can find. That's when you notice something strange. Your skin feels different. Hard patches are developing, especially around your head, like you're growing your own helmet. But there's a catch. This natural helmet makes it impossible to turn your head and check your surroundings. You have to turn your whole body just to look behind you, and this is just the beginning. You've got 10 times more armor coming, covering your entire body. Days turn into weeks, and your body keeps changing. What started as small patches of hardness around your head is spread like a living suit of armor. First, thick plates cover your skull completely. Then your neck and shoulders start feeling heavier as armor spreads there, too. It's like watching yourself transform into a living tank, piece by piece. A month passes, and now you're covered in overlapping plates from head to tail, each one harder than rock. Your head alone is encased in armor so thick it could stop a great whale's bite. The trade-off? You move like you're wearing a full suit of medieval armor underwater. Just checking if something's behind you means turning your entire body around. Your neck is basically locked in place by all this protection. But it's not just armor you're growing. You can feel the power building in your jaw muscles as your armor thickens. You might only be a few months old, but you're already a swimming weapon. All this new protection has made you bold. Maybe too bold. You find yourself drifting into deeper waters, territories you wouldn't have dared enter before. That's when you spot it. An ancient shark, about twice your size, tearing into something. The smell of blood fills the water,